I was watching somebody fight Sans earlier, and I thought to myself, that can't be that bad, right? So, I'm gonna try to do it. Never mind. It's a little worse than I thought it'd be. But I'm alive. Now, I might be a bit of a Deltarune player, so I don't know the blue soul. One health. Yeah. So, one of the concerns that I was thinking, right? Deltarune and Undertale are a little bit different from each other. Okay, I got this one. Here in Undertale, you gotta figure out what you do per attack. In Deltarune, you just dodge. You just dodge. That's what you do. I've played Undertale before, but not Sans. I've not done Sans. So, this is my first time Sansing. And honestly, yeah, this really doesn't seem that bad. At least not yet. You know, I kind of doubt I'll get it first try. But I'm doing pretty good first try. You know, better than all the people who, you know, do all that dying on the first attack for who knows how long. Because I've seen those compilations, at least. And I am proud to announce I am not in that category. There we go. But that does mean I have seen a few people watching, or a few people playing. Maybe more than a few people playing the game. Many people playing. So it's not like these attacks are new to me. It's just new to my fingers who have to, you know, play the game, right? So apparently they're doing really well. Not well enough though, ow. Okay. But I'm not dead. Okay. Not being dead is what matters. And I'm still going. Though I doubt I'm very far in right now. I know there's different phases. And I have no clue what part I'm at right now. At least I can enjoy the music where it was meant to be enjoyed. Instead of just in the safety of my own... my own YouTube player. You know, on the bright side, getting hit this much means that I can practice the attacks a little more. On the dark side, it means I have to use more items. Not quite good, but you know, once again, I'm not dead yet. So, I see this as an absolute win. Well, I'm surprised I dodged that one. These Gaster Blasters, right? I believe is what they're called. They're the scariest part of that. They do a bit more damage than I would like. More so than the bones. This attack, like it's almost like it sticks me to the bottom. There might be like a difference in the bad time simulator or something. I'm not too sure. Oh, he's taking a break. Oh, sure, you can take a break real quick. That's all right. Like Sans, how's your day been? Yeah, you having a good time? No, of course not. You're having a bad time, aren't you? Ha 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 ha. He's still going. Great. How am I not dead yet? I guess it has to get you down to 1 health. Phase 2. Okay. There we go. We're at phase 2 now. Here, this one, my strategy is to go in circles. That's it. That's my whole strategy. Game plan. Circles. And it's working enough. Okay. Get out of the way. Don't die. That's my game plan. Okay. Up. Okay. Again, 1 HP. I'm out of items. Okay, delightful. So if I get hit again, then I'm dead. Great. Glad we figured that out. The first attack is still kind of hard, but I'm not dead. Okay. Did pretty good on the first go. Probably shouldn't have used the instant noodles there, but whatever. Too late now, right? I should have used them here. Goodness. What am I doing? I apparently still don't know the attacks very well. I guess the first time was just going to be my best, huh? I'm not going to be able to top that one. That's alright, though. If I've gotten there before, I know I can get there again. So all I have to do is just, you know, get there. It's not that bad. Especially when I got this great music. Ow. Ouch. Legendary hero, please. Thanks. You know, in normal circumstances, I kind of would want to reset this run, given how much I failed at the beginning. But this is attempt number 2, so I think I am allowed that sort of leeway. I remember seeing that you can jump there at that last one, and you'll be fine. Am I even gonna have to move? I guess not. I didn't even have to press a single key. Thanks, Sans. Really helpful. Thanks. This attack, though, not helpful. Not at all. Did I jump there? Okay, I'm good. Need that before I die a miserable, painful death. Again. I was about to say that I wanted to save my things, my healing items, but it really wouldn't matter. In order to save them, I'd have to, you know, be good at the game. Obviously, that's not happened yet. Doing pretty good for, you know, first time Blue Soul, really. Look, I didn't play that much Undertale. I'll confess. I played a lot of Deltarune, not that much Undertale. So... oh well, I guess. It happens. I was just wondering if I had to do anything again. I had to jump once. Interesting attack there you got, Sans. Wonder where you got it from. Should be getting close to phase 2. You know, close doesn't mean now, though. This attack, it feels like I just need to look at my soul, and then we're good. As opposed to anything else on the screen. Like here, I don't want to look at my soul, really. I'll be looking at where the openings are in those bones. So, you know, kind of like I said before, it just depends on, you know, what attack it is, what you're supposed to be doing at it. As opposed to Deltarune, where you gotta just figure out what you're doing. That is my last healing item. Delightful. We're good. Okay. Good enough, I should specify. Oh, sweet, phase 2. Next? Is there next? No, there's not. Alright. Kill me. No, it's diggied. Well, I'm out of healing items, so, one hit from death. Same as Sans, too. We're buddies, except he killed me, so I guess we're not really buddies. Oh, that was a lot better than other times. Good work, me. Attempt number 3. Here we go. You know what they say, right? Third time's a charm. I don't know if that applies to me or Sans here, though. Something tells me it's not me in this case. Noodles, please. Just don't do that blue attack again. Don't like it. Don't do it again. That one, this one's fine. Just do that one again. Not the blue one. Blue one's bad. Don't like it. This one, yeah, this one's also fine. Not that I'm good at it, but I'm better than the other one. So, you know, anything to relieve the pain, right? That you're trying to cause me. No, it's sticky. Grr. On a scale of hard things in games, I do wonder where Sans is. I mean, certainly he's not at the top. You know, and then certainly, I know I haven't played, you know, all the hardest games yet. There's still, like, I want to be the guy. I have not played that one, and it scares me to consider it. So... I got a little bit of me that wants to play it, because I know it's, like, painfully difficult. But play it I have not. Something like this I don't think is difficult enough for me to be concerned about, so I'm playing, right? You know, and then there's something like Elden Ring, which... that was just sheer determination for how I got through that one. It's just... oh, it took so long in the final boss because I did a bleed build and he was immune. And I was too stubborn to change it. So yeah, maybe something like Sans isn't really that bad. And it's just one fight even. You know, I beat this and I'm done. You know, I beat him once and ta-da, everyone's happy, right? I mean, he even makes it easier than it needs to be. Look, I'll eat the legendary hero. Yay, free eating break. Before this. You know, prime example. You know, figuring out what to do. It's like a WarioWare game. You gotta know what to do at the right time. Okay, circle time. Boy, do I sure love circles. Real battle finally begins. Great. That's fine. Ow. It took most of my health. Ouch. Okay. What in the world? The bones are down there now? Okay, I'd like to get over to Legendary Hero. That was not the... I panicked. I panicked. It's fine. Oh, I gotta press down. Oh, they inverts my controls. I didn't realize that. Oh, that pie would be so good right now. Oh well. Dummy is dumb. I'm not used to pressing down on my arrow keys. Why do you do this to me, Sans? It's fine. Deal with it. I can deal with it. It's fine. I can deal with it. It's less that I can and more than I have to. But it helps that I can. I'll need to, well, never mind. I don't need to get a healing item. Alright, time number 4. Sweet, only one little bit of damage. Thanks, Sans. Really helpful. Alright. Better I can do this, the quicker I can do this. Apparently I can't do this good. One steak, please. Like this one, I feel like I need to move during. I hate that one though. Ugh, I don't like that attack at all. Why does he do it? To kill me, that's exactly why he does it. What am I thinking? He's the guy who's supposed to be giving you a bad time. You know, birds are singing, flowers are blooming sort of thing. But I'll be fine. Everything will be delightful. Yay, I did that one no-hit. Sweet. Means I could do it no-hit in the future. I am overly prepared. And I am doing great. Nothing can stop me now. Except a few bones. A little pile of them. I think I'll be fine. It's just a little pile of bones. A few bones never hurt anyone. I'll be alright. My finger got stuck. I didn't quite do that one right, but that'll be okay. No, it gets sticky. Okay. I think it's pie time. Pie time. It's about pie time we do it. Okay. Back to fighting. For second phase starts at some point in time. I don't know when that'll happen. Sooner the better, Sans, please. If you would be so kind as to do it. I find it both funny and interesting how, oh my goodness, I just got this. How Toby made the weakest character in the game the hardest boss. You know, because he dies in one hit with a 1 HP. So, I think it's cool how he did that. Not that I remember what that really means here. I've forgotten the points of it. It's been so long since Undertale even came out. Oh, thanks for the break, man. I'll take it. Phase 2. Okay. We need to focus up, more so than I have been. Oh, sins? No, those are just ants. That's the only thing crawling on my back. Maybe the beads of sweat that I have from this guy. Okay. Good. These really are WarioWare games, aren't they? I gotta. Oh, I don't even get a break. No break here. Because I have to see where those stones are. Goodness. Okay. But we're doing alright. We're doing okay. This attack again. Once I get used to pressing down on the arrow keys, we'll be alright. Oh, it's both of the bones now? Grr. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. We are okay. I gotta like move from act to act or something, don't I? No, okay. Okay. Easier attack. I can deal with this one a little better than the other ones. Kind of funny how that works. Ugh. But I hate how long this is taking. This one's gotten harder. I feel it in my bones. He's getting faster. He's making them harder. Just for me. Just to try to get a rise out of me or something. I have less time to react. Okay, we're fine. I think that was the last healing item. The only thing I can hope for, oh my goodness, is good attacks. Wait, isn't this his final attack? His final attack, isn't it? Oh my goodness. The sweat on my back. Oh, hold on, kill me. It's fine. It's fine, I'll just reset. I can deal with it. I kind of forgot the attempt count as well, so it doesn't matter that much. That was the final attack, though. If I could do that... that means it shouldn't be that bad. A bad time? Haha, no way. It's a fun time. Why am I failing now? Grr, whatever. I don't even need to heal right now. We're fine. Never mind, it's the blue attack. I'm gonna heal now. One steak, please. I hope it's a fillet. Fillets are so good. And they're like the only type of cut that's good at a restaurant, though. Anything else has a fash or whatever. I don't know why. They shouldn't. Not at a restaurant. Like, but they put it in there anyway. I guess they just have so many, you know, cuts of meat that they gotta, you know, take whatever they can get their hands on. Which in that case isn't always the top quality. Though maybe it changes depending on the restaurant. I'm sure it does. You know, and on that, I've had, you know, the same cut of steak from the same restaurant, and some of it's been, you know, really good or really bad. You know, really good the first time, bad the next time. But, you know, it's still edible steak, right? So I'm not too concerned. Usually. There's some times where it's kind of egregious. But most of the time it isn't. So, you hope, and if it's too bad, then you just ask a staff member to help out. Instant noodles, please. Oh, good. Easy attack. Just keep an eye on the soul. There we go. Oh, don't need more food. We're good. I wonder which is actually easier, the first phase or the second phase. Because I know you know, you're supposed to think that the second phase is harder than the first, but in something like this, I'm not sure I believe that. It doesn't feel believable. I don't really know. I'm too busy focusing on not having a miserable death as we go into phase 2 now. Phase 2 time. Perhaps it depends on the person. Got a good reaction timing? Something like this is easy. You got a bad reaction timing? It's not going to be as good. Ouch. Oh, I hate those. But we're okay. I do think it's quite cool how he attacks you in the menu, though. Whew. Good. No, I gotta press down on my keyboard. Which means I have to go and get some pie. There we go. I was a little worried that there'd be a bone there to hit me, but I was lucky enough that there was not. Just gotta be cautious. He's gonna attack me wherever I go now, so... Yeah. Luckily it doesn't do too much, so I wouldn't say I'm too concerned. Oh, I hate that attack. Oh, goodness. Hate it. It's kind of luck whether he gives that to me or not. If he doesn't give it to me that much, then I should be okay. Okay, it's just this one. Should be mostly okay. Mostly being the keyword. Goodness. Just don't worry about it that much. Good. We're allowed to go back to attacking now. By allowed, I mean I have enough health that I don't need to worry about it. My original circle strat seems to be working pretty good here. I don't need to worry too much. Never mind. I just... Ooh, okay. Ah. I couldn't click the button fast enough again. Fine. That was my last item, too. Just... get him. Kill him. Kill him dead. This being his final attack, I'm pretty sure. And I died to it again. If I can... I'll be fine. I can do it. It's not that bad. Focus. Okay. We're good. I'm centered. I'm alright. I'm focused. My eyes are locked. I must not be phased. And I must gouge my face with noodles. I don't need to be perfect. I just need to be good enough. Good enough. Will be good enough. Good. Delightful. Perfect. If I'm perfect, that's even better. All I need to do is not hit the bones. See, they only fill up maybe 10% of the screen. I just need to not touch 90%. Or just need to be in that 90%. Be in the normal percentile range. Shouldn't be that hard. I just need to do what's easy. Not get hit. Perfect. Looking good. Looking delightful. Great. Just little tappies. Not too little, though, or else I'll get hit. I think I'll be able to heal next when he does his phase change. That should be alright. Once he gets tired, I can heal. Perhaps I'm misjudging how long it takes for him to phase change, but I'm doing relatively fine with my health at the moment. It's only decreasing a little bit. There we go. Perfect. Pie and steak are good. I can like eat a second one, right? Yeah, we're fine. We're great. We're dandy today. But I can't let my guard down. We're not dandy till it's done. Oof, my hand's getting cold. Specifically, the one on the interact key is a little odd. You know, not the one on the arrow keys, but the interact key. So, weird I guess, but what else? Just means I can't rely on just being overly quick. I love that one random side, don't I? Down. I forget down on the arrow keys. I'm not used to it. I should be, but it's not like down to jump is in my, you know, repertoire. Especially not on the arrow keys. You know, even if you do, you know, really good and you don't use all your healing items, you still gotta be able to do the final attack decently. Whew, that was pretty decent. That was the pie. I didn't want the pie. Grr. I still have the steak, though. Steak's gonna be fine. That's fine. I'm alright. I'm okay. Oh, good. It's this one. This one's easy enough. I saw Sans' pro, whatever. I don't know what that means, but I'll take it. He is preschooling. He's going to go to preschool. He is preparing for prom. He's found a premonition. Oh, okay, GG. Oh, my goodness. Oh, I got so scared at the end. Oh, my goodness. Ah, GG. That's done. That's fight done. Oh, my goodness. It only took 30 minutes? Really? I had, like, you know, booked that it'd take an hour. Like, I kind of expected it to be a little easier, but, you know, or a little harder. But he was easier than Delta Rune guys, so you know I'll take it. Whew. Especially there at the end, I could only take one hit, and I did that well enough. What are you guys doing? Thank you, sir. Oh, what does custom attack mean? Load a file? I don't have one. I won't worry. Practice endless. Phase 1, phase 2. Yeah, go ahead. Hit me with it, Sans. I still have time allotted. Fight me. But, like, better than what you're doing. Goodness. Yeah, okay. You're starting to hit me now. We're fine. It just goes from attack to attack. Don't even have a chance to heal. That's fine. See how long I can last just doing the attacks. Kind of fun, I'm sure. I'm sure some people have, like, flawless endless. And by that, I mean they've done no hit until they get bored. After however many hours that would take. Luckily, I don't have to be perfect at this. But I do have to worry about this one. Oh my goodness, I did that one no hit. I'm so proud of myself. No, my keys are sticking. It's fine. I just can't take any more hits. Except that one. I couldn't take that one though. That one was not allowed. Not an allowed hit. And what if I do phase 1 endless? Oh, he starts with his attack, his normal one. Okay. Was not prepared. But sure, that's fine. Here we go. Thanks, man. Thanks for the little warning ahead of time. I'll take it. Ow. I did worse at phase 1 than phase 2. Curious. Back to phase 2. I want to see it again. So which one is actually harder? So you got this attack where you just kind of have to go in circle and dodge the beams. Or just go in a circle, react fast. Okay. There's still nothing that you haven't dealt with before, right? Not in phase 1 you haven't. So it's not overly concerning now, is it? I guess his phase 1 prepares you for his phase 2. And that's kind of how Toby did that preparation. Kind of like how Jackenstein prepared you for the Titan fight. Because they both use that same light mechanic. You know, or how... what was the name? Celeste Oshiro, maybe was his name? The hotel manager guy. Prepared you for the snowballs later on. You know, that's an important part of game design. Just making sure the player knows how to actually deal with what's going on. You know, not make it a puzzle. That hit me? Really? Weird. But yeah, not make it like a puzzle. You know? Or more accurately, not frustrate the player in them not knowing what to do. You know, and sometimes that just kind of is the player's fault. But there are a good number of times where it's not. You know, and it's the designer's fault for not, you know, even telling what's going on. So if you give something very, very similar, or even like basically direct, then, you know, that's a great way of doing it. Because you've already dealt with it before, so, you know, if they make it there, then there's no way it could be the designer's fault, right? If you know exactly what you're doing already. How is it using an attack? You know, of course I'm not saying to make everything the exact same thing. Just that one thing can prepare you for another. Like how, you know, elementary school or middle school or something prepares you for college. Something like that, I don't know. Or maybe that's high school, I don't know how they consider that. Give me phase 1 again. You know, all in all, I'm thinking phase 1 might actually be the harder phase. Because it's more precise. Phase 2 is just knowing what to do. And then, you know, once you know that, then you're fine. Here you have to be precise. Like, these bones right here. I can't hold too much or too little. And I have to make sure I jump properly here, go under that, go over here. Be quick about it too. Much more precision required. I failed there because I was going too quick. That's alright. In phase 2, you just... if this pattern appears on screen, then you press the button. You know, it really is just one of those, like, monkey test reaction quizzes. It's just, you don't even realize it is. Here, I'll go back to that so you can see what I'm talking about. Here. Now I know I gotta jump. Okay. I'm seeing I gotta jump again. Hold, then jump. Jump all the way. Jump a little bit. Now, I have to react to these guys. So I go in a circle, and then if a new one pops up in a position I'm not happy with, then I go in a different way. Here I have to... it's literally just testing my reactions. If this appears, then I do this sort of thing. You know, that's a lot of games when you boil it down. You know? Except a lot of times the player's kind of given choice of what the reaction is, you know. Like in a shooter game, you know, if you see an enemy, you could shoot at them, you could hide, you could try to go for a backstab, you could just not even worry about them even. Run past them. You know, but here, you're not really given that choice. And I suppose that's what makes this phase a little more easy, because it's less about precision. You know, even in that shooter game, you have to, you have to have the skill to do whatever you want, you know. And a lot of times, it's not easy to just run at the enemy and expect to get through. You know, not even worry about it. You gotta run good, which is kind of funny. You know, and sometimes there's a lot of enemies together. One will alert another. You know, I've been playing Metal Gear Solid recently. You know, and I could choose to, you know, shoot an enemy, tranquilize him, you know, try to sneak up on him to, you know, combat him, or I could just, you know, sneak around, not even worry about it. You know, and of course I'm bad at the game, so, you know, I have to weigh those out. You know, it's a lot easier to tranquilize him, you know, but then I have to actually tranquilize him. You know, I'm running that risk of him alerting some other guys. So there's more that goes into that thought than something like this, where it's just, you know, if you see this formation of bones, then you jump. Jump a little bit, jump a lot, and then move around. Wait and then jump, you know? So, honestly, you know, this might be a little bit difficult, but it's really simplistic. It's quite a simplistic fight. Which I suppose is actually, you know, probably a good thing for this sort of circumstance, right? Because, you know, this is at the end of the genocide route. You know, and it's supposed to be a hard, difficult boss, but, you know, you don't want to alienate a lot of the population from seeing a whole ending of your game. So, you have to make it at least kind of easy. You know, of course, it's going to take some people a lot longer if they're not as good at games. But even so, you know, if it's just smacked in an Elden Ring boss or something, that might take like 7 years for some of those guys. Just because they don't have the skill level. You know, and here it's just the only skill is, you know, the first half and also the remembrance of what to do in these. You know, being able to react, which should be a normal human skill, so. You know, after a certain amount of time, even, you know, somebody in the normal, not very gamery populace should be able to have all these attacks memorized and be able to complete this second phase. You know, and if it was just this second phase, then the fight wouldn't be really that hard, and it wouldn't have the insane reputation that the Sans fight has now. So, you know, hence why the first fight is, or the first phase is also added into that as well. And I think what gives me more credence is that I'm able to give this whole lecture while also doing the fight at the same time. Like, you know, if it's just simple remembrance, then something like this should be pretty easy to do. You know, of course, the ones that are a little harder, like this Gaster Blaster move, it's gonna, you know, not be, I'm gonna do a little worse at it. It won't be as easy to do. But a lot of those remembrance ones, it's pretty easy to do. You You know, and this first attack really sets up for that whole fight. Because you'll see people, you know, they'll die to it a few times and they'll have no idea what to do. You know, and then once they remember, oh, I have to do this, 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 and this, then it'll be easier for them. Something like that. That's, I know what's happening in that attack, but it's still hard. Because I have to be super precise with it. I haven't figured out that precision yet. So they really are kind of a contrast of phases that really goes well together in order to create this really popular fight. So I think that's really good of Toby. You made a good thing. Good work, Toby. You did it. Congratulations. You are winner. That's a bad cycle. I couldn't figure out what to do there. Here we go. Indeed. Thank you, Sans. Oh. Yeah, you can see my performance has drastically decreased now that I'm just doing only phase 1. I was doing a lot better in the second phase. I'm kind of getting ahead of myself too, just because I've done this one so many times. I almost got killed there just because I was going to go too quickly. Oh well. Yeah, there's a lot more precision here than in second phase. Case in point. Here, this is just practice. Hold on. I like exit out. Failure. Failure. No, how do I stop it? Ready? No. What's the tab refresh button? I don't remember. I just did it manually. Single attack. Let me see here. Well, what's that one? 3 random blaster 1 platforms 4 hard. Sans spare. Which one is the one that I don't know? Tab 1, laid V, tab 1. I don't know what's tab 1. Oh, it's this. That's X to exit. Sure. What's the one that I don't know? Blue bone. That's the wrong one. Blue bone. That is the one. Yeah, that's just precision. Okay. That is timing and precision. You gotta be quite precise with when you click the button. Yeah. You literally have to overlap with that in order to get it through. That is a painful one, huh? Wow, okay. Yeah. I keep failing on the way back there because I'm using one set of muscle memory. You know, but this does show first phase pretty well. You know, that's the embodiment of the first phase, and then here's the embodiment of the second phase. A little bit of precision, but mostly just remembrance. Like, you know that goes up and down, you're fine. You know you gotta be in the middle. You know he's gonna do that attack. You know he's gonna do this one. That one, go up here. And then you just spin, right? So, that's why it's so good. I'm glad we figured that out, and I'm glad I won.